of the USSA. This is an emergency. USSA, come in. Please, come in. There was a malfunction upon re-entry. I repeat, we've crashed somewhere. Crew status unknown. Broadcasting my coordinates. Please hurry.
Don't worry about... Hello, Russell Dorsey, Brotherhood Initiate. Welcome to Fort Atlas. Formerly the Atlas Observatory. Now headquarters for the Brotherhood of Steel. Looking to sign up? Or just curious? Well, either way, I guess it's not me you want to talk to. Most of the fort's off limits to civilians, but if you're interested, Knight Shin's in charge of the new recruits. He's very serious about protocol and security, so you'll have to speak to him first if you want to get anywhere. If you're looking to make a difference, you've come to the right place.
Force in the wasteland. Not sure if I should be thrilled.
I have real duties to attend to. The outer perimeter is still unsecured, the provisions aren't properly stowed, and we're awash in hopefuls. I have no time to be babysitting civilians.
Your duties are what I say they are, Knight. Your objections are noted, but this is a direct order from your commanding officer. Help us put on a good face for the local people. We've just moved into their backyard. They're nervous. Show them we mean no harm.
If you insist, Paladin. If there's nothing further, I'll have the completed report on your desk shortly.
I expect nothing less from you. As you were, Shin.
Paladin.
All this concrete races like a...
If you're not here on Brotherhood business, I suggest you move along. If you're here with a request from the Brotherhood, get in line. Diddy. Initiate Dorsey is supposed to be manning his post at the entrance, not acting as my secretary. If we accept you as an initiate, and that is far from certain, you would be pledging yourself, our order exists to locate, secure, and protect dangerous technologies. Humanity cannot be trusted with the means to destroy itself. We will not allow another apocalypse. Initiate Dorsey is too trusting, but I can't fault his commitment. Are you another aspirant to our order? If you mean that, then you are right. But if that's sarcasm, I recommend you stow it. Immediately. Normally, I'd stick you with the other hopefuls until we decide whether you're worthy. But if you're serious about joining us, you've got good timing. There's something you could do for me that would help the Order and demonstrate your qualities as a candidate. We've had a number of civilians show up here at Fort Atlas, asking for one thing or another from the Brotherhood. People are afraid, or want something, or looking to involve us in local squabbles. Civilian outreach is not my specialty. There's too much left to do to secure this facility. If you're really interested in helping, save my time. Interview the petitioners. Find out what they want. Do this right. Don't conduct yourself properly, and we can consider putting you forward as an initiate candidate.
Got to be getting back to the farm soon.
You better have something useful to say to me. Oh, can't even come to me himself? What, he needs to requisition some more armor polish? All right. Keep it cool, Sean.
This better be worth it.
So, what's he got to say to me? The problem is that a couple of these Brotherhood clowns showed up and took a bunch of my stuff at gunpoint. Now, I'm a peaceful man. I really am. I sure wasn't equipped to deal with armed thugs. Never understood the Raiders. I like the quiet life. I don't need much, and I need trouble less. I came here to give the Brotherhood a chance to make things right. Else maybe I'd go to Crater and start doing things their way. At least they don't pretend to be the good guys.
Disorder is to be expected in a place that lack Brotherhood oversight. Still, this is...
All this concrete faces like a tomb.
All right. Don't blow me off like I'm making this up. They had the power armor, and they said they were Brotherhood. Sorry I didn't make sure to ask proof when they had me. I'm a scavenger, mainly. Always been pretty... I trade what I find or fix with the folks at Foundation when I need something I can't get otherwise. Mostly...
Hope this lot's true to their word.
Listen, I don't have much. But was the Brotherhood pretends like they're noble, but then they let this happen? Raiders don't act like something they're not, and at least the gangs defend their own. Then tell them, and get them to do...
New recruits, night shins training, weapons in a base like this.
I am not a receptionist, civilian.
Go home. Let us take care of things here.
Well, now look at you. You with these steel brother fellas? I've been waiting a good spell. Well, it's about time. I'd like... So, what's this? A fair trade's what I want. I've heard stories about these steel types back in the day. They was going around taking for the cause, they said. Yeah, like that don't make them raiders too. So, I reckon it's better to make a deal up front. My farm don't produce much, but I got some extra, and I expect they'll have a useful. In return, I want these steel boys and girls to keep raiders away from my farm. Heard a lot of... Fair enough. Can't expect...
Those? I want it. You. Hey. Yeah, you. Who do I need? You don't look like one of these brothers. Shin? He the scary guy with the stick up his butt? Yeah, that's right. Big shiny guns. Now, all the talk in the area is about these Brotherhood folks with their high-tech toys, and I thought, Tally, you gotta get some of that. For self-defense, of course. Just so me and some of my poor, innocent friends can protect ourselves from all the nasty folks out there. Hey, I get it. Promises backfire all the time. Well, go get him, Tiger.
Yes. Something I can help you with? I am waiting to speak with a Brotherhood representative. I have no interest in...
This place goes sour and we're all...
The severe gentleman in the power armor, yes. Dr. Edgar Blackburn at your service. And what did Night... I had heard that the Brotherhood possessed advanced technology. As a doctor and a scientist, this was of great interest. My research is always in need of equipment and materials rather difficult to obtain by scavenging and bartering. I came to see if an arrangement could be made, but from what I can see of their operations, they are as yet. Given the state of my fellow supplicants, I would hypothesize that their needs likely outweigh my own. Thank you.
I should be getting back to work, so get at it.
Have you finished the task I gave you? Good. Let's get this done. I have the list from their arrival. Give me the high-level overview. We are not mercenaries here to serve as guards for anyone with some goods to trade in payment. That's irrelevant. The Brotherhood cannot simply be hired out to every farmer and homesteader. We have our own concerns. Enough about that. What's next?
The fight is just beginning. Stay disciplined. Find, protect, and preserve.
Impossible. Whatever happened, it was not us. That sounds like something Paladin Romani would say. But what he believes is of no concern of ours. Our people did not rob this man. We are not involved, and it should remain that way. Give me your next report. The Brotherhood is not a charity, and our mission does not cover providing civilians with equipment to pursue their personal interests. Unless the doctor intends to provide that research to the Brotherhood exclusively, and under our supervision, he will get nothing. That shows commendable discipline. Scribe Valdez may have interest if he returns, but if so, he is her problem. That appears to resolve the matter on our end. Next report. No, we are not arms dealers. Listen to me. The Brotherhood is not in the business of arming civilians. End of discussion. That covers everyone. Against my initial judgment, you have shown that you can take... You need to lose those soft civilian instincts, but I will make note of your assistance in my report to Paladin Romani. Should you wish to join our ranks, I will not oppose your enlistment. I grant you permission, provisionally, to enter the compound. Go to our scribe Valdez. You will need her support as well if you want Paladin Romani's attention. Be vigilant, outsider.
We'll make Atlas stronger than Fort Defiance ever was.
I trust it wasn't a mistake to let you back here.
Scorched the raiders' ghouls. He tries to attack.
Settlers want to rebuild, but they're only looking to the future. We need to understand the past as well, or we're going to make the same mistakes moving forward.
Shouldn't you... Hello, civilian. I don't mean to be... Oh, a prospective initiate. The Knight Shin sent you. And I guess we're both... Paladin Romani makes the call on new recruits, but the Knight and I have some influence. It just so happens I'm in need of someone to help me out on a little mission. If you're interested, I can bring you along and put you to work. Do a good job, and I'll send a recommendation your way. How... Didn't even have to think about it, did you? Let me give you a quick rundown of the mission before we start. Our new base is littered with old technology, but there's something... It's down in the bowels of this place, a part of Atlas that we've cornered off. I'm not keen on going alone. Any questions before we start? Great! Unfortunately, I need to finish... Watch your step, it's a mess up here.
See if anyone needs help with it.
Make a racket, and I'll revoke your access privilege.
The elders have so much to teach us. I hope I'll get to meet them in person someday. Ad Victoriam.
Good, you're here. So, How do you feel about reading comprehension? I was hoping to start out by sweeping the area. Are you trying to get on my good side? Because that's how you get on my good side. But enough about that. This must be Dr. Hammond, Atlas's lead scientist. We recovered some of his holotapes and logs in our initial sweep of the area. This tech down here is his handiwork, and he couldn't give it up. Even after the war, I should make arrangements for a proper burial. Here's one. Here's a document. I think this is good. Let's talk for a sec. That should be enough to start. Let me take a look. Atlas decommission report. So the Wow. This is some seriously classified stuff that I just let you read, isn't it? I wasn't supposed to show you any of this. That's a mature attitude to take. There's only so much I can tell you, but I'll share what I feel is relevant. The military conducted research here. I did ask you to help them. Now, let's follow up on some leads from this report. There's probably a terminal around here. If it's still running, The report mentioned that the machine's intake pump was under a lot of pressure. Finally, the lower core on this level should have a wiring box. Why don't we take a glance at that to get an idea of the electrical hookups? Should be a simple inspection. Take note of the details and we'll discuss how it goes after. Looks like we've got company. Interesting. Let's talk. All right, let's go over the inspection results. The diagnostics check revealed some issues. Flux disruption in the induction loop, intake valves ruptured, and the ion focus? Oh, misaligned. Next, we have the release valve. That went. Well, what was your assessment? It certainly did. I'm going to mark that down as bad. Last but not least, the wire. Yep, I think the warm reception they gave us. Okay, well, sorry about the pop quiz. Nobody does, outside of a classroom. If I'm going to recommend you to Paladin Romani, I need to know you're serious. Can you pay attention? Think on your feet? If you can, you are in my favor. If you can't... I want to... All right, let's go over the inspection results. The diagnostics check. Flux disruption in the... Misaligned. Next, we have the release. It certainly did. Last but not least, the... Yep. Okay. Nobody does. If I'm going to recommend you to Paladin Romani, I need to... If you can, you are in my favor. If you can't, then, well, maybe I reconsider my recommendation. I'm worried about what our inspection turned up. There are a few parts I'd like to extract and examine in my lab. There's the pressure gauge, the core processor, and the ion focus. They should be upstairs. There's a lot I can learn from examining them if we can pull them out and get them back to my lab in decent condition. I want to take some notes on the core up there, so I'm going to leave the parts removal to you. Each extraction will be a little different, but in general, you'll want to use a light touch. I want the... Any questions, or are you ready? I'm counting on you. up the induction coil up there on the machine core.
What's that?
That doesn't sound good.
Still be friends when this is all over. Don't let the alluring voice fool you. I'm a killing machine.
Close one.
It's all in the brain. I'm trying to tell you, you know.
Whatever you did up there, the security system... Whew. Whatever you did up there, the security system sure didn't like it. Thanks for the backup. I doubt I could have handled that on my own. Now that that's over with, let me take a look at what you've collected. The pressure gauge looks like it's in good condition. The core processor is pristine. Good work on that. The ion focus looks usable. Impressive. The induction coil seems fine. That's a relief. And what is this? This is...
Attention.
Is this ultrasight?
Nuclear strike imminent.
Fascinating. This looks like none of the documents, none...
Thank you for your cooperation.
Project Atlas, me. I expected you were a big... Here, take this letter to Paladin Romani. She'll make the final call on letting you into the... I'm going back upstairs to take a look at... If nothing else... Oh, after what we just... Thanks again for your...
Victoria.
I can do more than just like... This is my place. Mission.
No, I can't wait to tell Max about my latest patrol.
Ah, you must be the one I've been hearing about. Paladin Layla Romani.
Left and right. The people of Appalachia think a
Well,
bomb is a plaything.
between this and the report I have, consider it carefully. With recommendations of Knight Shin and Scribe Valdez. But first, I need to see. In order to be effective in our operations here, we need to... If we make them see us as a beneficial presence in the area, it will be much easier to secure cooperation in the future. We have reports of feral ghoul attacks on traders and travelers in the southwest forest region, indicative of a nest of some kind. I want you to clear it out. We don't know. Our initial reports on the attacks came from a family of farmers, the Putnams, that we passed on the way into the region. I think their sons were rather starstruck when we showed up. I almost expected the older boy to follow us when we left. You should start your search there. They may know more. You can find them at the old Lewis and Sons farming supply. Very well. Do this.
I have my eye on you. I'll make night. Then I'll show those raiders who's boss.
Hope those kids we picked up are doing okay. What were their names again?
I don't suppose you know how to spot one.